Hey guys, Coach Nino here. Let's talk about activating your core. Let's say maybe you had an injury, you had a surgery, and you no longer feel like you can activate your core, or maybe you've never felt it and you want to try to do that. I'm going to show you a nice couple exercises and a progression so that you can kind of turn on your core. So the first thing we want to point out is that it's not about doing a bunch of crunches. That is not going to activate your core. A lot of times we want to activate our core because we want to have that nice six-pack. But even before that can happen though, we have to get the stability side of our core. And honestly, that is what's going to be more important for your health, for injury prevention, and then it'll be the foundation so that you can build that six-pack and have both the looks and the function of it. So what you really want to do first of all is to do anti-rotation or stability exercises, right? So not things that move the trunk, but things that make you stable so you can hold your body without movement. So stability exercises are what you want first. So here's one that's very simple, but is very effective. Okay, so if you're here, you're in this kind of tabletop bird dog position. This would be your phase one, all right? Kind of your entry level point into this. So you want a nice, neutral, flat back, okay? And then here, it's very subtle, but you're just going to move your hands, okay? Now, this might seem just ridiculously stupid and easy. However, it's not about the movement of the arms, but it's about not letting your body move. So right here is actually what we want to concentrate on, okay? We want to make sure that we're not like moving here, right, with our hips. So you'll feel this right away, actually. You just brace and you're not holding your breath. You're breathing out into your ribs, but you're braced and you're moving your arms. And it is the switch between the arms that's the difficult part. And it's not about how high you raise up your arm, but it's about maintaining this. This movement doesn't, your hips aren't moving, your core is stable. It is stabilizing your body as you do this change of direction with your arms. All right, now let's say you have that. Great. Let's make that a little bit harder. Now we're going to be in a high plank position, and you can even go a little bit wider with your feet and do shoulder taps. Again, it's not about, we don't want to see this, you know, with the hips and all that. No Elvis hips here. Nice and stable. Kind of think that you have a champagne glass on top of your low back, and you do not want to spill that, right? So nice and stable shoulder taps. That is going to be your next progression here. Then you can go into just the legs and of course both arms, opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay. Now another thing I want to show you is a dead bug. You'll see why we call it a dead bug in a second. You're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, so let's say this arm, this leg are not going to move. Okay, they're going to stay where they are. This arm and this leg and this arm are going to move. Okay, so the whole point is not to move this. Okay, again, not that hard, but you're gonna have to use coordination. You're gonna have to make sure that your core is stable. So now it's the switch between the two. Boom. Now you're looking like a dead bug, right? And then you can even put some tension here. You want to do a few reps on each side. This is causing some tension. You're going to go opposite. You can do this hovering position here, okay? So now your knees are hovering. Again, this is a little bit more challenging now. All right, so there you go. Those are some progressions, some things that you can do that will help you kind of turn on your core, kind of get that mind-muscle connection to start with anti-rotation, more stability type exercises, not just going right into your classic crunching or six-pack exercises. That's gonna get you the best of both worlds, the looks and the function, and no injury, and performance is gonna be great. So hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments how you liked it.